Imagine a vehicle so groundbreaking, so massive it redefined how the world connected. In the automotive world, that was the Ford Model T. In the skies, it was this, the Boeing 747. The 1960s witnessed a remarkable surge in air travel. The advent of commercial jet-powered flight, spearheaded by iconic aircraft like the Boeing 707 and the Douglas DC-8, had fundamentally changed the landscape of long-distance travel. These jets significantly reduced flight times and increased passenger capacity compared to their propeller-driven predecessors. However, this rapid growth in air travel also presented a new challenge: increasingly congested airports. Juan Trippe, the forward-thinking leader of Pan American Airways, a highly influential customer of Boeing, recognized the need for a radical solution. He envisioned a new, significantly larger aircraft, a plane more than twice the size of the then-dominant Boeing 707, with the capability to carry over 400 passengers and operate more efficiently. In 1965, Trippe's ambitious request reached William Allen, the president of Boeing. This encounter sparked one of the most celebrated and pivotal exchanges in the annals of aviation, Juan Trippe, voiceover. "If you'll build it, I'll buy it," declared Trippe, his conviction unwavering. William Allen, voiceover. "If you buy it, I'll build it." Allen, demonstrating equal confidence and vision, responded. This legendary agreement marked the genesis of an extraordinary collaboration. As a testament to this commitment, Pan Am placed an initial order for 25 of the groundbreaking Boeing 747-100 aircraft in April 1966. The financial commitment was substantial, totaling $525 million, an enormous sum at the time, equivalent to several billions of today's dollars. This significant investment underscored the immense faith both companies had in the potential of this revolutionary aircraft. Embarking on the development of what would become the world's largest passenger aircraft was an incredibly daring undertaking for Boeing, one that required the company to risk a considerable portion of its financial resources. To accommodate the sheer scale of the 747, Boeing faced the monumental task of constructing an entirely new manufacturing facility in Everett, Washington. This building became the largest by volume in the world, a physical manifestation of the project's ambition. At the peak of the 747 program in 1968, an astounding 20,000 Boeing employees were dedicated to its development. The estimated total program costs reached a staggering $1 billion in 1968, highlighting the immense financial gamble Boeing was taking to bring this ambitious vision to reality. Leading this monumental engineering endeavor was a team of exceptionally talented and dedicated engineers, the most prominent among them being Joseph "Joe" Sutter. Often revered as the father of the 747, Sutter transitioned from the 737 development program to spearhead the 747 project. He expertly guided the design and build team from the initial concept in 1965 to the first rollout in September 1968, a remarkably compressed timeline of just 28 months. Sutter's strong leadership and his insistence on thoroughly evaluating the path forward before commencing full-scale development proved crucial in navigating the intricate engineering challenges and ensuring the project remained on schedule. The Boeing 747 holds the distinction of being the world's first wide-body jet airliner. Its groundbreaking twin-aisle configuration, a design response to the burgeoning air travel market of the 1960s, fundamentally changed the way passengers moved within an aircraft. This innovative layout significantly improved passenger flow during the crucial phases of boarding and disembarking, as well as general movement within the cabin, making it easier for travelers to access lavatories and reducing overall delays. The expanded cabin space also presented new opportunities and challenges for engineering, leading to the development of larger overhead storage bins and more efficient cargo loading systems, ultimately contributing to faster turnaround times for the aircraft at airports. Perhaps the most instantly recognizable feature of the Boeing 747 is its distinctive upper deck, often referred to as the hump. This iconic short deck had its origins in an earlier Boeing design proposal for a military transport aircraft for the US Air Force. Interestingly, the initial concept envisioned a full-length double-decker configuration, an idea that was favored by Juan Trippe. However, due to the safety and evacuation regulations in effect at the time, Boeing determined that a full-length double deck was not feasible. The final design strategically placed the cockpit on a shortened upper deck to facilitate the inclusion of a freight-loading door in the nose cone of freighter versions. While the initial intention for the upper deck was to serve as a luxurious first-class lounge or a dedicated crew rest area, airlines quickly recognized its potential for accommodating premium passenger seating or additional economy-class seats. A fundamental technology that enabled the creation of an aircraft as large and capable as the Boeing 747 was the development of the high-bypass turbofan engine. Engine technology in the mid-1960s was on the cusp of a major breakthrough, promising engines that could deliver approximately double the power of the earlier turbojet engines while consuming about one-third less fuel. Boeing, in collaboration with Pan Am and Pratt & Whitney, embarked on the development of a new engine specifically tailored for the 747. This engine was designated the JT9D, and the 747 was designed to accommodate 4 of these powerful engines, mounted in nacelles beneath its massive wings. This significant advancement in engine technology was absolutely critical to the 747's ability to generate the necessary thrust for takeoff and to achieve its impressive intercontinental flight range. Beyond the revolutionary wide-body fuselage and the powerful new engines, the Boeing 747 incorporated a multitude of other noteworthy engineering innovations. To address the inherent safety and operational concerns associated with such a large aircraft, the design included significant structural redundancy and quadruple redundant hydraulic systems. Boeing also pioneered the use of a new safety analysis technique called fault tree analysis, which allowed engineers to systematically study the potential effects of a failure in a single component on the overall safety and operation of the aircraft. Interestingly, the 747's design proved to be largely resistant to Dutch roll, an unstable oscillatory motion that had posed a significant hazard to earlier swept-wing jet aircraft. Furthermore, Boeing engineers incorporated advanced aerodynamic devices such as highly efficient flaps and slats on the wings. These devices could be extended to significantly increase the wing's surface area and generate much greater lift during takeoff and landing, enabling the massive 747 to operate from existing airport runways without requiring extensive modifications. The Boeing 747-100, often dubbed the original jumbo jet and the inaugural variant of this groundbreaking aircraft family, commenced commercial service with Pan American World Airways on January 22, 1970. Typically configured to seat around 366 passengers in a 3-class arrangement with a maximum exit capacity of 440 and eventually exceeding 500 in some layouts, the 747-100 boasted a passenger capacity more than double that of the Boeing 707. This substantial increase in the number of passengers that could be carried on a single flight led to significantly lower per-passenger operating costs for airlines, effectively making long-haul international air travel accessible to a much broader segment of the population, including the middle class for the very first time. The Boeing 747 was not a static design, rather it underwent continuous evolution, with Boeing developing and introducing new variants over the subsequent decades, each offering distinct improvements and catering to the diverse needs of the aviation market. The 747-200, introduced in 1971, represented an enhanced version of the original -100, featuring more powerful engines, an extended flight range, and a higher maximum takeoff weight. Notably, the -200 series also formed the basis for the iconic VC-25A, better known as Air Force One. Following in 1982, the 747-300 offered another significant upgrade with its stretched upper deck, further increasing the aircraft's passenger carrying capacity. The 747-400, which entered service in 1989, became the most commercially successful variant of the 747 family. It incorporated a modern two-crew glass cockpit, additional fuel tanks for extended range, aerodynamic improvements such as winglets, and offered enhanced fuel efficiency. The final major production variant, the 747-8, launched in 2005, represented the pinnacle of 747 technology. It integrated advanced technologies derived from the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, including new, more fuel-efficient Gen X engines and a further extended fuselage. The introduction of the Boeing 747 with its unprecedented size and passenger capacity had a profound and lasting impact on airport infrastructure across the globe. Existing runways at airports had to be extended and reinforced to safely accommodate the heavier weight of the aircraft. Airport terminals needed to be significantly expanded and redesigned to include larger gate areas, longer and more robust jet bridges, and increased capacity for baggage handling to efficiently manage the hundreds of passengers arriving and departing on a single 747 flight. Even the ground support equipment used to service aircraft, such as aircraft tugs for maneuvering the massive plane, catering trucks capable of reaching the higher cabin doors, and fuel tankers with increased reach had to be scaled up and modified. Furthermore, the 747's exceptional long-range capabilities enabled airlines to establish new direct long-haul flight routes connecting major cities across continents. This fundamentally transformed global connectivity, making international travel more accessible, more convenient, and ultimately more affordable for millions of people worldwide. Beyond its primary role in commercial aviation, the Boeing 747 has served in several other highly significant capacities, perhaps none more iconic than its role as the VC-25A. This is the highly modified Boeing 747-200B series aircraft that operates under the call sign Air Force One when the President of the United States is aboard. Since 1990, these two specially configured Boeing 747-AS have transported US presidents to every corner of the globe, becoming an instantly recognizable symbol of American presidential power, prestige, and the nation's ability to project its influence across the world. Another truly remarkable and perhaps less widely known application of the Boeing 747 was its service as the shuttle carrier aircraft, SCA. Two extensively modified Boeing 747s were employed by NASA to transport the Space Shuttle orbiters between their landing sites in California and New Mexico and the launch complex located at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. This was an extraordinary feat of engineering, requiring significant structural reinforcements and modifications to the 747 airframe to enable it to carry the massive 200,000-pound orbiters securely on its back. This unique application showcased the incredible strength, adaptability, and overall versatility inherent in the Boeing 747 design. The Boeing 747 has transcended its primary function as an airliner to become deeply ingrained in popular culture. Its distinctive and instantly recognizable shape has made it a frequent star in numerous movies, ranging from classic disaster films like Airport and The Comedic Airplane, to high-stakes action thrillers such as Air Force One and even James Bond adventures like Casino Royale. The 747 has also been the subject of countless books, songs, and advertisements, firmly establishing its position as a true global icon of modern aviation. Just as the Ford Model T revolutionized personal transportation by making it affordable, reliable, and accessible to the masses, the Boeing 747 achieved a similarly transformative impact on long-distance air travel. Both innovations democratized their respective forms of travel, connecting people and places across vast distances in unprecedented ways. The Model T empowered individual mobility, while the 747 made the world smaller by making international air travel more affordable and accessible to a much wider segment of society. The development of the Boeing 747, with its ambitious goals of increased power, immense size, and improved efficiency for long-distance travel, mirrors the automotive industry's relentless pursuit of more powerful and capable engines to meet the demands for increased performance and larger vehicles, perhaps best exemplified by the development and widespread adoption of the V8 engine. Both the 747 and the V8 engine represented significant leaps in engineering, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible within their respective fields at the time. The V8 provided a balance between power and efficiency that revolutionized the automotive landscape, much like the 747's high-bypass turbofan engines revolutionized air travel. Henry Ford's pioneering implementation of the moving assembly line transformed automobile production, drastically reducing manufacturing time and costs and making cars more affordable for the average consumer. Similarly, while the assembly of the massive Boeing 747 was an incredibly complex undertaking, the sheer scale of its production and the advancements in manufacturing techniques that were developed and refined during its production contributed significantly to the growth and efficiency of the entire aviation industry. The construction of the massive Everett Factory itself was a testament to the advancements in large-scale manufacturing. Safety has always been a paramount concern in both automotive and aviation engineering. The development and widespread adoption of anti-lock braking systems, or ABS, and airbags represent significant advancements in automotive safety, dramatically reducing accidents and injuries. Similarly, the Boeing 747 was designed and continuously improved with a strong emphasis on safety, incorporating features like structural redundancy, multiple hydraulic systems, and advanced avionics. Furthermore, the aviation industry's rigorous approach to safety, including continuous learning from incidents like the Tenerife airport disaster, has led to crucial advancements in areas like cockpit resource management, or CRM, contributing to the remarkable safety record of modern air travel. Over its remarkable 54-year production run, spanning from 1968 to 2023, Boeing built a total of 1,574 Boeing 747 aircraft. The Boeing 747, 400 proved to be the most popular variant, with 694 aircraft delivered to airlines worldwide. However, despite its immense success, the rise of more fuel-efficient and versatile twin-engine wide-body aircraft led to a gradual decline in demand for the four-engine Queen of the Skies. The last new Boeing 747, a freighter version, rolled off the assembly line in December 2022, marking the end of an era. While passenger versions of the Boeing 747 are becoming increasingly rare in the skies, the freighter variants continue to play a vital and indispensable role in global trade and logistics. The 747's immense cargo capacity and unique nose-loading capability make it exceptionally well-suited for transporting oversized, specialized, and time-sensitive goods across continents. Many major freight operators continue to rely heavily on the Boeing 747 freighter to keep global supply chains moving. The Boeing 747 was, without a doubt, a groundbreaking and revolutionary engineering achievement. Its innovative wide-body design, the development and implementation of high-bypass turbofan engines, and its advanced aerodynamic principles have had a lasting influence on the design of subsequent generations of commercial aircraft. While the Queen of the Skies may no longer dominate passenger routes, its legacy as an aviation pioneer, an engineering marvel, and a symbol of the jet age will undoubtedly endure for generations to come. So what are the key takeaways from the incredible story of the Boeing 747? Firstly, it revolutionized air travel, making it more affordable and connecting the world in unprecedented ways. Secondly, its groundbreaking engineering, from the wide-body design to the powerful high-bypass engines, pushed the boundaries of aviation technology and influenced future aircraft. Thirdly, the 747 became a global cultural icon, representing the glamour and the boundless possibilities of the jet age. And finally, even as its reign in passenger travel comes to an end, its legacy continues to soar in the cargo industry, ensuring its lasting impact on global commerce. What are your memories of the Boeing 747? Did you ever have the chance to fly on this magnificent Queen of the Skies? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore the stories behind other incredible engineering marvels, both in the air and on the ground, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth documentaries, and let us know in the comments what other topics from aviation or automotive history you'd like us to investigate next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.